Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll set up to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And here comes Berrios. Nice little juke. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jets will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he's got some space here. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A first carry here for J.J. Taylor. Bryce Hall there defensively. The Raiders had a woeful 2-9 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 4 catches, 80 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
It certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hall again on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll go again with Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Hall ought to give up the middle. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Hilliard now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now a shotgun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
Receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Play action. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. White will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, running.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle.
I thought we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 116 yards for him on the ground as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first. A handoff for Hall. Skirts by at the 15. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Wilson. Touchdown! Elijah Moore. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hilliard now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's a give to Hall. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 11, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up a throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Hall again on 2nd down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.